The Cisco booth here at Enterprise 2.0. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Lynn. Happy to be here.
Great. So Maribel is the principal analyst with Lopez Research, and you've been following collaboration in the industry for quite some time. A lot of buzz here at Enterprise 2.0. Tell me a little bit, though, about what you think you'd see as the difference. If we stepped outside this conference hall, talked to some of the IT executives here in Boston, what do you think their understanding is of collaboration in Enterprise 2.0? Would you get the same sense as we have here in the show?
I think at the show we're really excited about Enterprise 2.0. We've been thinking about it a lot. We're creating strategies around it. We're advancing the notion of it. I think if you go out into the real world, though, we're in a different place. There is excitement about new technologies. There's lots of fear, concern, but it's not wrapped up like people wouldn't know necessarily what E2O is. They're still thinking in very concrete technical terms. They're looking at collaboration technologies, document sharing, unified communications, microblogging. And part of the problem is we at E2O are thinking about holistic strategies. I think that enterprises are still very siloed in terms of I'm deploying this technology, I'm deploying that technology, and they really need to be more strategic in terms of looking at what they're doing.
I sense that there's a lot of conversation too here at the show about ROI of E2O, and that seems to be a predominant theme. Is there a real sea change in the way IT should be looking at this? And you mentioned the silos and looking at discrete technologies. Is that part of the challenge that we have overall as an industry in looking at this in those unintegrated ways?
I think ROI has always been an issue when you look to technology, and I think particularly in the recent economy that we've had, that's been an issue. But I'd like to challenge firms to think differently about it in the sense that this is the way we're going to do business moving forward. And we need to make a certain investment in that to ensure that we can be competitive and do the things that we need to do, attract the talent that we need to attract, and work with our business partners and customers. So I really think that while we're still going to talk about ROI, I think we really need to move beyond that to say strategically, how do we want to run business and how can these new technologies help us be more effective?
So that suggests that we'll see probably a set of those classic early adopters that really understand the vision and move it forward without that hard business case. Maybe some of the ones that will adopt a collaboration platform, and there's also been a lot of discussion around the idea of a collaboration platform here. I think that fits into what we've announced with Cisco Quad. Tell me a little bit about what kinds of advice you would give to IT folks as we start to talk about the notion of a collaboration platform, and how does that work or coexist with some of their existing investments that they have today?
So there are a couple things going on here. First, they have a lot of investments. Second, there's a lot of new technology that they're talking about and dabbling with. Maybe some of it not even so new. I mean, we've been talking about blogs and wikis for a while, microblogging, social networks being the more newer things that we're talking about. Then we've had other existing technology trends that we've been moving towards, unified communications, next generation of collaboration, and really what we need to do is look at all of these as a platform that integrates. You're not going to create new little silos going forward. So here's, if you just were to roll out microblogging, yawn, not so interesting, right? You need more than that. And if you look at something like Quad, if you took any of those pieces out of it and put it as a separate product, it wouldn't be interesting. So I think the thing that we need to do is look at it as a platform, but not just for the platform's sake, more so that you can have an understanding of control, security, all the things that you loved about enterprise software, combined with all the things you love about the web. And I think that's where we're trying to move forward in building these platforms. Give you enough of that cool web goodness with enough of that security, stability, reliability you had in existing products.
Well, on that note, Maribel, thank you so much. Maribel Lopez, Principal Analyst of Lopez Research.
Thanks, Lynn.
Appreciate you coming to the Cisco booth here at Enterprise